Hello, good evening students. In today's video we have to discuss in safety devices continuation lightning stroke, that is atmospheric disturbance, how it will affect on the building and power system. So it is well known fact that the power system consists many generating station, transmission and distribution networks. So it may involve the machines, equipments and some controlling technique equipments and its accessories. All these investment is huge, and it is also affected by many types of faults. Different types of faults may occur any time of the 24 hours. Hence, we have to design the power system from internal faults, internal faults, and always sometime external faults may also affect, which does not depend on system. For example, the over voltages develops from lightning stroke. It is also one of the very important fact to discuss. So usually the over voltages may affect the components of the power system or the electrical equipments installed in the house. That may be refrigerators, TVs and coolers, which are very sensitive to voltage, because these all equipments are designed to work for a specified voltage. Suddenly, if a high voltage supplies to these equipments, then these will affected, or it may leads to damage, or it may going to burn. Hence, we have to protect all the electrical and electronics equipments installed in the house. So these over voltages may be caused due to three reasons. Those are external voltage, internal voltage and temporary over voltage. Out of these three, first one is very important as per concern to lightning stroke. So this lightning effect is falls under first category, that is external over voltage. These over voltages takes place in the form of unidirectional impulse. That means very high surge of high amplitude reaches to ground. This high amplitude of the surge will affect the performance of electrical equipments related to house or power system. So it is already understood that this external over voltage, it is not depends on power system voltage. It depends upon atmospheric disturbances of the charged cloud. Hence, lightning phenomenon is defined as the discharge of charged cloud to the ground. Such a effect is referred as lightning phenomenon. A lightning discharge through the air occurs where the cloud is raised to high potential with respect to ground. This rise of potential occurs due to thermal atmospheric disturbance. This rise in potential or charging in cloud happens due to thunderstorms. At this instant, the air breaks down, so its insulation properties. So in general, cloud and ground will act as a insulator. Cloud and ground will act as a insulator with air as a medium. Air also becoming conductor or ionized air. Ionized air is a conducting path between two electrodes. If you apply the high voltage, then air will become a ionized condition. This ionized condition leads to form a spark, leads to form a arc continuously between two electrodes. Hence, it results a conducting path. Similar action will occur between charged cloud and ground, where air acts as an insulator. When it is subjected to very high voltage, then a conducting path is created a conducting path is created. Air breaks its insulating properties, so it creates a conducting path. Now you can refer the figure number 1, figure number 2, figure number 3. So in figure number 1, there is a positive charges are developed at the topper portion of cloud. Similarly, negative charges are accumulated at bottom portion of the cloud. These negative charges are discharged through the stepped leader. In first step, a stepped leader is formed with so many branches. This is the initiation of lightning stroke, but it doesn't visible. It doesn't visible. In the second step, due to this one, the continuous action will takes place always from charged cloud to ground. One, it continuous goes on trying, then which forms step leader, then one of the leader try to reach the ground. Hence, a bright lightning effect will be observed. At this instant, it may be visible. So this action, once action takes place, discharges of the negative charges to ground with brightness. Hence, this in cloud, it will goes on changing its position because the charges are distributed entirely cloud. It will shift to next point. Hence, it will act. A return streamer will develops because the positive charges are accumulated on ground. Hence, through that channel only a return streamer is developed. Hence, lightning effect is more danger. It will carries more than 1 kiloampere with high impulse. Where it strikes on the ground, it may be buildings, it may be power system, or it may be lives. It will affect all the systems where it lies. So this is a similar explanation of figure number 1, figure number 2, figure number 3. When a potential gradient about 10 kilovolts per centimeter is set up in the cloud, hence it is subjected to very high potential. Hence at this instant cloud gets ionized. Surrounding air around the cloud gets the ionized, hence this going to breaks the insulation properties. Hence there is a development of pilot steamer. Pilot steamer starts from the cloud towards the ground, but it is not visible. It is the initiation of lightning stroke. Depending upon ionization of air surrounding the pilot steamer, it branched to number of paths, which results a stepped leader formed because it is in zigzag shape. A portion of charged cloud in the center from which the strike originated is lowered and distributed over the entire cloud. This process continues. At least one leader reaches to ground. When one stepped leader strikes the ground, an extremely bright return streamer develops as shown in figure 2, which propagates upward from the ground to cloud following the same path. So the charge associated with such leader, it is up to 1 kiloampere to 200 kiloamperes. After neutralization of one point, then it shifts to another point in the cloud. Hence discharge will continues through the already created ionized path. This is known as dart leader develops as shown in figure 3. Hence the dart leader can damage the return stroke, can damage to the objects more than return stroke. Hence very simple manner, you have to draw the 3 diagrams. There is a cloud charges, point number 1, surrounding the air of the cloud starts ionization. Ionization of air is a conducting path. Hence that there is a path created from cloud to ground. Hence there may be a discharge occurs. Remember this. You see there, this is one example of diagram or plan, lightning protection from building, earth electrode. Which type of electrode is used? This diagram shows. Then there is a formation of lightning stroke due to the disturbance of atmosphere. But what is the protection? Already we are knowing so much investment is required on generation, transmission, distribution. Hence, we have to protect all the systems from lightning stroke. It may be expected during the rainy season at any time. Hence, similarly, the multi-stored buildings or historical monuments are to be protected from the lightning stroke, because it will affect the building, or it may spread fire at that instant. So it may affect all the equipments, electrical equipments in particular building or historical monuments. Hence, we have to protect the buildings or power systems from this lightning stroke. Then what is the process we have to follow? First one, the station structure is to be built from steel members in which the terminates and support the buses isolating switches. Number one, you remember, the station structure is mainly depends on steel members. Number two, the power transformers, circuit breakers are kept on the concrete pads on the ground. Number three, the task of protection of such stations can be resolved into two parts. Number one, protection of substation from direct lightning stroke. Number two, protection of electrical equipments of station from travelling wave coming in over the lines. We have to protection. Number four, if support are available for overhead ground wires, then these may run over the station in such a way that entire station and all equipments should lie in protected zone. This is also one of the important point. Hence, what is that protective zone? If we are drawing the ground wires over the towers or buildings in such a way that these ground wires are placed in such a way that it will protect entire building, it will protect entire system. That is the idea. Hence, we have to go for use of sufficient number of ground wires are used such a way that entire equipment and power system or building should be covered. Now you can observe, this is the one structure of substation, one substation protection. So you can see there, point number one, we have to select number of ground wires. Number two, number of ground wires depends upon entire coverage protective zone. Each ground wire has its protective zone. Hence, depending upon this protective zone or area of coverage, we have to select ground wires. If one, roughly say there, from 1 it is not possible, 2 it is not possible, 3 it is not possible, 4 it is not possible. Now you can see there 1, 2, 3, 4 are ground wires. So entire substation and equipments are lies in protective zone. In this manner you have to select number of ground wires. Okay. Now you can observe in this diagram, if tower structure is permitted, this is also one of the plan. For small substations, 2 ground wires are sufficient. 2 ground wires are run over the top of the station with the help of towers. These towers height is more than substation. In such a manner, it will cover entire station of protective zone. Hence, 2 wires are sufficient to place over the station. It will give protection from the lightning strokes. If it is not feasible to run ground wires over the station, then it may be also possible to erect masts and rods at the ends of the station corner. This arrangement as shown in next diagram. You can observe the diagram. This is also one arrangement. At the place of towers, some height of towers, we have to draw 3 ground wires over entire the station to give the protection from lightning strokes. See, we have to see there one very important point is which type of earth electrodes are using below the ground. That is also one of the very important, that we can call footing conductors in transmission line protection. Hence, we have to use these conductors in different branches, because immediately whatever the lightning effect will occur on the tower, it will dispersed or discharged through the earth very easily, very early. Hence, this resistance should have low value. Earthing resistance should have low value. Soil should have low value. But earthing electrode, this electrode should be of different types of structure we should use, which should reduce the resistance, or it will have immediately take lightning current into ground. This is only very important. Thank you to one and all.